Parkland. I say lob it to Ryan Perez in the paint off a couple of screens.
Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
There's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game. Cortez smacked
To the left. That is gone.
lob for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard, counting, and a win. And a win. Ryan Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts. And why not?
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the RSL1 channel. We are coming to you live from Brownsville Veterans Memorial as the Bobcats of Edinburg High School come to town to face against the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans. Some facts for tonight's game. Edinburg currently 18-12 so far this year, and Brownsville Veterans 13 wins, 11 defeats, according to Max Preps. Now, both these teams did compete against each other twice. In a tournament, Brownsville Veterans won 2-0 in the set game. And during the non-district play, Edinburg Bobcats did defeat Brownsville Veterans 3-0 in the set games. Preseason rankings, current rankings, just to get an idea of how great of a matchup we have tonight. And both teams that you're about to see were ranked before the beginning. According to RGV Volleyball page on Facebook, the page had Brownsville Veterans ranked number 7 in the Valley and had Edinburg High ranked number 9. Now, both teams will be starting district play in a couple of weeks on September 23rd, as the Edinburg Bobcats will go up against PHJA, while Brownsville Veterans will kick off their district play against the Harlingen Cardinals. And again, those games will take place on September 23rd. We have just about 5 minutes left in warm-ups. When we come back from commercial break, I'll be talking a little bit about both teams and some of the players to look out for. So you're going to want to stick with us here on the RSL1 channel, here on RSL Network.
This summer, settle in and reconnect with one another. South Padre Island has so many great places to stay. Condos, resorts, and hotels. Oh my! Book your summer getaway today. And start making memories poolside with the people you care about most. Visit SoPadre.com.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again.
Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get a new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for $38,995 or $28,995 for a new 2025 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab at Payne West Laco Chevrolet and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
V's up regardless.
You're not going to want to miss this.
Jeopardy! It's like the Everest of trivia.
Spit and truth there. What is Equus?
Nitroglycerin. Avignon.
Hyperglycemia. You got revenge on that category.
Watch Jeopardy weekdays at 6 p.m. on NBC 23.
At Los Fresnos CISD, students aren't just getting a diploma. They're preparing for a career through an award-winning career and technical education department. With 42 industry-based certifications available, we get to learn and earn real credentials in fields like healthcare, technology, skilled trades, and culinary arts. Through new facilities and expanding programs, students are gaining the skills they need right now to jumpstart their career. At Los Fresnos CISD, we're building our futures one skill at a time. What we do here shapes the world.
fiber. This is our home. Take a look at what we do.
Vaqueros Nation, a new weekly show highlighting UTRGV athletics, an exclusive look at football, diving, golf, and more. Saddle up and join Vaqueros Nation, Saturday at 11:30 a.m. on CBS 4.
And we are back here live at Brownsville Veterans, where the Bobcats of Edinburg are coming to town here against the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans. Now talk to both coaches, Coach Hoskins from the veteran side and Coach Olvera over on the Edinburg side. And here are some of the... We have number 7, Michaela Olvera. And yes, that is the coach's daughter, who we're going to see here in action in just a little bit. And over at the Brownsville veteran side, we have number 7, Sofia Saiz, and number 13, Marilyn Beltran. Now, of course, we don't know how the game's going to work out here tonight, but we do have a great one here, folks. We're going to go to another commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to see these teams battle out to see who will win tonight's game. So stick with us here on the RSL 1 channel in the RSL network.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. Free your GMC. We're professional grade.
Hey Vaqueros fans, I'm Janelle Tanguma.
And I'm Blake Collin. Join us live for every UTRGV home football game for our pregame kickoff show, Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta.
We're bringing you live coverage, special guests, and fan energy leading up to kickoff.
History will be made right here at Vaquer Stadium on August 30th.
We'll see you at Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta.
V's up.
Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta is sponsored by the Bert Ogden Auto Group.
At Bert Ogden Ford Service, we value your time, so there's no appointment necessary and no waiting. Our factory-trained technicians and genuine Ford parts keep your Ford running like new. Bert Ogden Ford in Lyford. Service with confidence you can count on.
Dale gas!
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Inside Valley Politics, a fresh perspective on Valley, state, and national political issues. Join us as we feature in-depth interviews and original, unbiased reporting on topics important to you. Sunday at 6:30 a.m. on NBC 23.
At Los Fresnos CISD, students aren't just getting a diploma. They're preparing for a career through an award-winning career and technical education department. With 42 industry-based certifications available, we get to learn and earn real credentials in fields like healthcare, technology, skilled trades, and culinary arts. Through new facilities and expanding programs, students are gaining the skills they need right now to jumpstart their career. At Los Fresnos CISD, we're building our futures one skill at a time. What we do here shapes the world.
This summer, it's time to go outside and get some air. Explore a pirate ship. Or go horseback riding on the beach. And you can't forget about all the fun on the bay. South Padre Island has so much to do for the whole family. Book your summer getaway today. Visit sopadre.com.
And we are back on the RSL1 channel. Players have been introduced. The national anthem has been beautifully sung. And we are ready for a great volleyball game here at Brownsville Veterans. Both teams grouping up for last-minute preparations and motivation, inspiration as we get set to start tonight's game. Just some of the players I see. Number 12, Lea de la Fuente. We have number 15, Giselle Sanchez. Number 13, Jackie Garcia. Number 7, Michaela Olvera. Number 8, Emma Pantoja. Number 6, Briseis Cortez. See on the court, number 11, Jocelyn Perez. Number 4, Nayeli Mendez. Number 13, Marilyn Beltran. Number 7, Sofia Saiz, who did a great job singing the national anthem. Number 21, Haley Mejia is the other player on the veteran side. So both teams are wearing blue uniforms. So Brownsville Veterans are going to be in the dark blue jerseys, and the Edinburg Bobcats will be in the red and blue. So if you're looking at it from our end, Brownsville Veterans on the left-hand side and the Edinburg Bobcats on the right-hand side. Officials getting everything settled and checked in on both sides, making sure the table is ready. And the Bobcats will serve it up first to begin set number 1. Serving for the Bobcats, number... Can't see the number, my apologies. Number 6, Briseis Cortez kicked it off for the first set here. Chargers with a set. Gonna lob it just over the blocker. And they will get the first point of tonight. Great job by number 7, Sofia Saiz. And the Chargers making a quick substitution to kick off tonight's action. Serving for the Lady Chargers, number 1, Lola Aguilar, as Brownsville Veterans is up 1-0. Here come the Bobcats. Just gonna lob it over and miss tip, and it will go to the Lady Bobcats. Up next to serve for the Lady Bobcats, number 7, Michaela Olvera, one of our other players to look out for here tonight. As Brownsville Veterans has a set, they're just going to lob it over the net and picked up by Edinburg. Great kill shot and in for the Bobcats, number 13, Jackie Garcia with a great hit. And that's going to put the Bobcats up 2-1 now. Michaela still serving for the Bobcats. Over the net and picked up by the Lady Chargers. Going to put it over the net and recovered by Edinburg. Here comes another great shot and in again for the Lady Bobcats. And that's going to put them up 3-1. Great power hitting so far from the Lady Bobcat side as the Lady Chargers are looking for a way to come back from those hits. Ball does get served over the net and in, so point will be awarded to the Lady Bobcats. An ace for Michaela Olvera. Michaela with the serve, nicely done. Lady Chargers with the set. And just out of bounds, that's going to go to the Edinburg Bobcats again. And that's going to put them up 5-1 early here in this first set. Let's see what the Lady Chargers do here on this point. Nearly blocked by the Bobcats as they recover. Get it over the net, but out, and that's going to give Brownsville Veterans the point here. Here comes another substitution for Veterans, as we now have number 11, Jocelyn Perez, up to serve. Lady Bobcats with the set. Nice hit over and picked up by the Lady Chargers as they try to get it over, and they do. And the Lady Bobcats coming back and picked up by Brownsville Veterans. Number 7 with the hit and in. That's going to be Sofia Saiz. Great hit by the Lady Chargers. And that's going to put them down just by 2 points. Here comes Jocelyn with the serve. That's going to go through. Lady Bobcats with the set. And blocked by Brownsville Veterans. However, I believe one of the blockers did touch the net, so that is going to go to the Lady Bobcats. Serving now for Edinburg, number 2, Eli Garza. And picked up by Ellie as the Bobcats set to serve and blocked and touched the net yet again. So that point's going to go to the Lady Bobcats. That's going to put them up now 7-3. Here's Eli Garza with the serve. Put over the net, picked up by the Chargers. He's going to lob it over the net, and they do. And here comes Edinburg with a powerful hit and in. And that's going to put them up now 8-3. Some great hits from the Edinburg side of the court as the Lady Chargers continuing to find a way to block these hits. Eli Garza with the serve. Here comes the set by the Chargers and picked up by Edinburg. Great power shot. That was going to be number 13, Jackie Garcia with another kill. And Edinburg now up 9-3. Number 2, Eli Garza still serving for the Lady Bobcats. Gets it over the net. And that's going to be close to the net. They're just going to lob it over. Nicely done by the Lady Chargers. And too strong of a hit by Edinburg, correction. That was number 7, Michaela Olvera with the hit. And that's going to put them up 10-3. If I'm not mistaken, Edinburg is currently on a 5-point run as the Lady Chargers set it up just behind and picked up by the Bobcats. Another powerful hit, but picked up by Brownsville Veterans. Gonna lob it short over the net. Here's the set. Lobs it over, and they get the point. That was number 13, Jackie Garcia, with another point for the Bobcats. And now that puts the Edinburg Bobcats now on a 6-point run as the Chargers come with the set here. Lob it just over and picked up by the Lady Bobcats. Nicely done there on their end. As Brownsville veteran sets it up again. Lobs it over, and that is going to go out of bounds. Sophia Saiz with that hit, nearly got it in there. And that's going to give the point to the Bobcats. And Coach Hoskins and the Lady Chargers are going to call a timeout here. The score is 12-3 in favor of the Bobcats. We'll be back shortly here on the RSL Network.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
And we are back here on the RSL Network on RSL 1 channel as Coach Hoskins and Brownsville veterans called a timeout to regroup and find a way to stop these Lady Bobcats as Edinburg is up 12-3 early on in this first set. Correction, 12-3. Here come the Lady Chargers, blocked at the middle, and that's going to go for the Lady Bobcats. And now the Edinburg Lady Bobcats are now on an 8-point run and still serving for the Bobcats. Number 2, Eli Garza. That's going to go out this time, and Brownsville veterans now with momentum going. And that's going to put them now down by 9. Serving next for the Lady Chargers, number 15, Julia Ann Guzman. Great pickup by the Lady Chargers. Number 7 with the hit and picked up by Bobcats. The big setup misses over the net, and that's going to go to Brownsville veterans. Still serving for the Lady Chargers. Julia Ann with the serve. Substitution being made on the Edinburg side. And up to serve for the Lady Bobcats, number 3, Ayla Rangel. In comes the serve, picked up by the Lady Chargers. Here's the set. Up over the net and picked up by the Lady Bobcats again. Here comes the set over the net and gets picked up by the Lady Chargers. And it's going to be too far into the bleachers, and that point is going to go to the Lady Bobcats. Still serving for Edinburg, number 3, Ayla Rangel. In comes the serve, picked up by the Lady Chargers. Here's the set, and great power from the Brownsville side. That's going to give them the point. Nicely done by number 7, Sophia Saiz, as a substitution is being made for Brownsville veterans. And that's going to put them only down by 9. Sophia now serving for the Lady Chargers as the officials are waiting on a player to get their shoelaces in, and they do. Here's the serve. Lady Bobcats with the set, really short over the net, and misprojected the hit there. That's going to go to the Lady Bobcats. And now they have a 10-point lead over Brownsville veterans. Next to serve for the Lady Bobcats, number 13, Jackie Garcia, who's gone set. They don't get the tip over. That's going to go to Edinburg. And that'll extend their lead now, 17-6. Some great, powerful hits early on in this first hit by the Lady Bobcats. And a nice serve. It's going to send it quickly over and missed. That's going to go to the Bobcats again, and they're going to be up 18-6. And some of the fans now motivating and pushing their home team to hopefully clean up some of these miscues. In comes the serve, picked up by the Lady Chargers. Here's the set, and quickly picked up, but not able to be returnable. That point's going to go to the Lady Chargers. Substitution now being made for Brownsville veterans. In comes number 14, Miranda Lerma. And Marilyn Beltran, who I believe is setting up to serve. Yes. And here come the Lady Chargers. In comes the serve, nicely picked up by the Lady Bobcats. Chargers with the set now. And too far out for the Bobcats to recover. That's going to go to Brownsville veterans as the lob goes out of bounds, and another substitution for the Lady Chargers. In is now number 11, Jocelyn Perez. As Maryland continues to serve over the net, nicely done. Here comes Lady Bobcats, a little too far on the setup there. They're just going to lob it over the net. Lady Chargers now with the set. Them as well, a little bit too far on the setup. That's going to send it over. Here comes the shot, and picked up by the libero, number 12, Itzel Parra. Lady Bobcats with the near block. Here's another set. Just over the blockers and nicely in. That was number 7, Michaela Olvera, with the lob over the defenders there. Nicely put in for the Lady Bobcats. Serving now for Edinburg, number 15, Giselle Sanchez. In comes the serve, picked up by the Lady Chargers. A fake set, but the Bobcats pick it up. Another fake set, and picked up again by the Lady Bobcats. Here comes the hit, and picked up by the Lady Chargers. A short lob over the net, and a fake setup. That's going to give the point to the Lady Bobcats. Nicely done on the fake setup there for Edinburg. Score is now 20-8 in favor of Edinburg. Still serving for the Bobcats, number 15, Giselle Sanchez. In goes the serve. Here's the setup for the Lady Chargers. And picked up by the Bobcats. Returning with a great hit and picked up by the Lady Chargers. Almost had a miscue there on who's going to get that second touch. Lady Bobcats lob it over the blockers, picked up by veterans. They're going to hit it just outside the line, and that's going to go to Edinburg. The Lady Bobcats now on a 3-point run. Giselle Sanchez still serving for the Lady Bobcats. In comes the serve. That's actually going to go out of bounds, and that point will go to Brownsville veterans. From where I saw it, I thought it hit the line, but the line judge is going to rule it just out of it. And serving now for the Lady Chargers, number 12, Itzel Parra. Picked up by the Bobcats. Here's the set. Just over the blockers again and in for Edinburg. And a substitution now being made on the Edinburg side. In comes number 12, Leia de la Fuente. And we now have number 6, Briseis Cortez with the serve. Lady Chargers with the set, miss it over the net. That's going to go to the Bobcats. And we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Hoskins and the Lady Chargers. It is 23-9. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back here shortly on the RSO Network.
Huge savings during the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Take $15,000 off MSRP on a 2025 Ford F-150 XLT. Get low rates and no payments for 90 days on many of your favorite new Fords in stock. Even 2025 Ford F-150 Lightnings get 0% for 72 months and may even qualify for a $7,500 tax credit. Start online at SamesMcAllenFord.com or visit us and drive local, drive Sames.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate.
And we are back on the RSL 1 channel here on the RSL network as Lady Bobcats just served the ball in. Here's the set. Again, lobbing it just over those blockers with enough space to force the Lady Chargers to move quick. Again, same thing and in. And that point is going to go to the Lady Bobcats as they are now a set point away of claiming this first set. In comes the serve. Lady Chargers with the setup. Nearly blocked, but picked up by the libero, Eli Garza, number 2. As the Lady Chargers look for another setup, just going to lob it over the net. Almost missed by the Bobcats as they return the hit and in. That's going to give them the first set, 25-9. And the Edinburg Bobcats will take set number 1. We'll be back here shortly. We're going to go to commercial break. Stick with us here on the RSL 1 network.
Debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Sunny Glen Children's Home has provided a place of hope for every child since 1936. If you'd like more information on Sunny Glen and the services we offer, please visit us at www.sunnyglen.org.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get a new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for $38,000 to $995 or $28,995 for a new 2025 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab at Payne West Lico Chevrolet and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
V's up regardless.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central app. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, and original content. Valley Central Plus, now streaming on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Shop Bert Ogden Cadillac and select from the largest inventory of luxury vehicles in the Valley. Elevate your style when you choose from more than 200 new cars and SUVs available today. This is where legends are made and what they drive. Bert Ogden Cadillac in Edinburg.
At Los Fresnos CISD, students aren't just getting a diploma. They're preparing for a career through an award-winning career and technical education department. With 42 industry-based certifications available, we get to learn and earn real credentials in fields like healthcare, technology, skilled trades, and culinary arts. Through new facilities and expanding programs, students are gaining the skills they need right now to jumpstart their career. At Los Fresnos CISD, we're building our futures one skill at a time. What we do here shapes the world.
CBS 4 News, bringing you the most SpaceX coverage with our exclusive partnership with Lab Padre Space Channel. Weekly updates, live cameras from Starbase, and live coverage from SpaceX launches. CBS 4 News, your Space Coast station, working for you.
And we are back on the RSL 1 channel here with RSL Network. That's on the left side of the court as the officials are getting everything checked out and ready to go here for the second set. And in comes the serve to start the second set. Lady Bobcats with a great kill to start off the second set. And that's going to put them up 1-0 to get things going here in set number 2. The Bobcats serving now. And a great powerful hit by the Lady Chargers. That was number 7, Sofia Saiz, with a great hit. And the score will now be even with 1 apiece. Lady Bobcats now with the serve. Gonna lob it just short and over. And again, that's gonna trip up the Lady Chargers. And the Bobcats will get their second point here in set 2. Serving for the Lady Bobcats now, number 7, Michaela Olvera. And she's gonna miss it over the net. That's gonna go to the Lady Chargers. And we are now 2 apiece. Substitutions now being made on the Lady Chargers side. And we're gonna have number 13, Marilyn Beltran, with the serve in. Bobcats with the set. Blocked by the Lady Chargers, and that's gonna go through for Brownsville Veterans. And that's gonna put them up 3-2. Great defending by their blockers, number 7, Michaela Olvera. Correction, Sofia Saiz, and number 22, Destiny Bosse. Bobcats with the set. Lob it over the net, picked up by the Lady Chargers. The second hit went too high, they're just gonna lob it over the net. And here come the Lady Bobcats, and blocked by the Chargers. That was number 7, Sofia Saiz, with a great block there. Not allowing the Bobcats to get the point here. And now they're up 4-2. And an ace for the Lady Chargers. 5-2 now. Great serve by number 13, Marilyn Beltran. And here come the Chargers again with the serve, picked up by the Lady Bobcats. Number 6 with the fake setup. Lady Chargers were ready for it, and they're gonna lob it over the net, picked up again by the Lady Bobcats. Here comes another kill, and in for the Lady Bobcats. Number 13, Jackie Garcia, showing them we're still in it. And the Lady Bobcats now only down by 2. Next to serve for the Lady Bobcats, libero number 2, Eli Garza. And in comes the serve, not over the net. That's gonna go to Brownsville Veterans. And they're up now 6-3. Another substitution being made. In comes number 21 for Brownsville Veterans, Haley Mejia. Serving for the Lady Chargers, number 7, Sofia Saiz. Places it over the net. Bobcats just gonna lob it over the net. Picked up by Brownsville Veterans. Here comes the hit, and picked up by the Bobcats. Bobcats returning the hit, blocked by the Lady Chargers, and in. Great blocking by number 22 for the Lady Chargers, Destiny Bosse, with the great deflection there. And that's gonna put the Lady Chargers now up 7-4. Coach Olvera calling a timeout on her side of the court. We're gonna go to commercial break. We'll be here shortly. Brownsville Veterans up 7-3.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Every journey begins with a dream. At Bert Ogden Chevrolet in Mission, we're here to help you chart your own course with the confidence of the Chevy brand behind you. Your adventure starts here. Bert Ogden Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Join America's favorite.
And we are back on the RSL1 channel. Brownsville veterans served it in. Here come the Bobcats with the set. Lob it over the blockers and in for Edinburg. That'll give them the point, and now only down by 3. Substitution being made for the Lady Bobcats. Lady Chargers with the setup and picked up by the Bobcats. Here they come with the return and lobbed over those blockers yet again. Seems to be one of the strategies that's been working so far on the Edinburg side, as veterans are able to pick it up a bit more throughout this second set. Bobcats lob it with the fake set. They're gonna get it quickly back on their side, lob it over the blockers and in for the Bobcats. And now only down 5-7. Serving now for the Lady Bobcats, number 3, Ayla Rangel. Lady Chargers lob it over, picked up by the Bobcats, and they're gonna miss the return with the 3 hits. Point goes to Brownsville veterans. Substitution again on the veteran side. Serving now for the Lady Chargers, number 11, Jocelyn Perez, as the Bobcats are just going to lob it over the net. Chargers with the set, and blocked by the Bobcats. That was number 15, Giselle Sanchez with the block. Lady Chargers with another substitution. In comes number 14, Miranda Lerma for the Lady Chargers. And serving now for the Bobcats, number 13, Jackie Garcia. Lady Bobcats with a carry call. That's not going to go over the net anyways. That's going to go to Edinburg. And now the Bobcats only down by 1. So great timeout call earlier by Coach Olvera. That's going to put the Bobcats now down by 1 with an ace to tie it up now. 8 apiece. Great ace there by number 13, Jackie Garcia. A player not mentioned in the pregame who we're going to keep a close eye on for a possible player of the game here as she gets another serve in. Lady Chargers with the setup and blocked again and picked up by the Lady Chargers. 2 touches already. They're going to lob it over the net. Almost didn't get picked up by the Bobcat side. They're going to lob it over the blockers and in. Number 7, Michaela Olvera for the point there for Edinburg. And now they're going to be up 9-8. Still serving for the Bobcats, Jackie Garcia, number 13. And the Bobcats are now on a 3-point run, looking to extend the streak. As Lady Chargers lob the ball over, give the Bobcats a chance to set it up. And deflected by the Lady Chargers. Number 4 with the lob over the blocker is easily picked up by number 6, Briseis Cortez on the Edinburg side. A kill and deflected by the Lady Chargers. That's going to give the point to Edinburg. And now we have a 10-8 game. And Coach Hoskins will call a timeout for Brownsville veterans. 8-10 is the score here. Stick with us live here on the RSO Network. We'll be back here shortly.
I can't believe it. And always for the unexpected.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
That's not it, but thank you.
Weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CBS 4.
Looking for epic discounts? Best Reviews is your go-to source for the best deals on top-rated products. From home gadgets to tech, save big with exclusive offers and expert picks. Get the best value with epic discounts by Best Reviews.
Sames McAllen Ford is giving you huge savings during the final days of the Ford Summer 50.
And we are back on the RSL Network as the Bobcats had the serve in, quickly put back and forth. Edinburg with the setup now. Poorly deflected by the Chargers side. That's going to give the point to Edinburg. And they're going to extend their lead now 11-8. The Bobcats now on a 5-point run, as Jackie Garcia on the Bobcat side still serving so far here on set number 2. In comes the serve, picked up by the Lady Chargers. And a great kill by number 22, Destiny Bosse, with a great hit to shorten the Bobcat lead now. Substitutions on the Chargers side of the court, as we now have number 13, Merlin Beltran, with the serve. Lady Bobcats with the setup, blocked by the Chargers. That's going to go through. Blocked by number 4, Nayeli Mendez, on that play. Substitutions being made. And now Brownsville veterans only down by 1. The officials looking to change the scoring there. Not sure what the call was on the court, but that's going to give the point to Edinburg, I believe. No official change on the, there it is, on the score clock. Now it's been changed. Officials on the court now trying to make clarification on the call here, as the officials get together here. And both officials on the same page now. Now they're going to give information to the score table on the situation. So early on in this second set, Brownsville veterans had a 7-4 lead. And then the Lady Bobcats started making their way up. Now have the lead at 12-9. And the officials seem to be ready. And we will have the Lady Bobcats up to serve. Serving for Edinburg, number 15, Giselle Sanchez, as Brownsville veterans picks up the serve, get it over the net, and picked up by Edinburg. They're just going to lob it over the net, and they do so. Picked up by the Lady Chargers. Here's the set, and blocked, picked up by the Lady Chargers. Not going to get it over the net. That's going to go to Edinburg. And now we have a 13-9 game here in the second set. Here come the Bobcats with the serve. Missed it over the net. That's going to go to Brownsville veterans. And we have a 3-point game now. Substitutions on the veteran side of the court. And up next to serve number 1, Lola Aguilar for the Lady Chargers. In comes the serve, strongly put and picked up by the Bobcats. Here comes the return, picked up by the Lady Chargers. Here's the set. They lob it over the net, they do so. Lady Bobcats with the set, lob it over those blockers again. That's gonna be 3 hits and out of bounds. They're gonna give that point to the Bobcats. And a substitution being made on the Edinburg side. Up next to serve now for the Lady Bobcats, number 6, Briseis Cortez. With Edinburg now with a 14-10 lead. They do get over the net. Nobody reacts to it on the veteran side. 15-10 now for the Bobcats. Another serve just over the net, nicely placed. Lady Chargers lob it over their defenders now. As the Bobcats are going to send it quickly over and picked up by veterans. Number 7 with the hit, picked up by number 6, Briseis Cortez on the Edinburg side. Here comes the return, picked up by the veteran side again. They're not going to get it over after the 3 hits. That's going to go to the Lady Bobcats. The Bobcats, I believe, are now nearing a 3-point run as number 6, Briseis Cortez, misses over the net. That's going to go to Brownsville veterans. And a substitution now. In comes number 12, Itzel Parra, for the Lady Chargers. And she will be up next to serve. Here's the serve, picked up by the Bobcats. In comes the set. She's going to lob it over those defenders and picked up by the Lady Chargers. Bobcats again with the setup over the net, picked up by veterans. Number 1 with the set, Lola Aguilar. Powerful hit by number 7, but quickly picked up by the Lady Bobcats. A great spiking in for Sofia Saiz for Brownsville veterans. It's going to put them now 12-16, only down by 4 now. Serving for the Lady Chargers, number 12, Itzel Parra yet again. Misses over the net, that's going to go to the Lady Bobcats. Serving for the Bobcats, number 6. And there goes the serve. Chargers with the set and a great kill by the Lady Chargers, number 7, Sofia Saiz with a great hit. Is made on the veteran side. Serving now number 13, Marilyn Beltran for veterans. In comes the serve, set up by the Bobcats, and in for Edinburg. Great hit, I believe was number 13, Jackie Garcia, with another kill for the Bobcats. Serving for the Bobcats, number 2, Eli Garza, the libero for Edinburg. In comes the serve, that's going to go out of bounds. Great awareness on the veteran side. It's going to give them that point as another substitution being made. In comes number 21, Haley Mejia for Brownsville veterans. And serving for the Chargers, Sofia Saiz, number 7. Bobcats with the setup and over the net, picked up by the Chargers. A fake set, and that's going to give them the point. Brownsville veterans now building the momentum. And still serving for the Lady Chargers, Sofia Saiz for Brownsville veterans. The serve's going to go out of bounds. That's going to go to the Lady Bobcats. And a substitution being made now in Edinburg. In comes number 3, Ayla Rangel, who is up to serve now for the Lady Bobcats. Here's the set. Great hit, but picked up by Edinburg. With the fake set, picked up by the Chargers. Lob it over the defender, and that will be out and will be given to Brownsville veterans. Substitution now on the Brownsville veteran side. In comes number 4, Nayeli Mendez, who's had some great blocking earlier in this second set. As Sofia Saiz is still serving it up for Brownsville veterans. Great pickup on the serve there by the Bobcats. Number 7 over the net, almost missed by the Lady Chargers. As they get the deflection not over the net, that's going to go to Edinburg. Another substitution for the Chargers. In now comes number 14, Miranda Lerma. And Edinburg is serving number 13, Jackie Garcia. Missed tip, that's going to give her an ace. Point goes to the Bobcats. And a timeout again by Coach Hoskins and the Lady Chargers. Scores 21-16, Bobcats in the lead. We'll be back here shortly in the RSO Network.
No payment. payments for 90 days on many of your favorite new Fords in stock. Even 2025 Ford F-150 Lightnings get 0% for 72 months and may even qualify for a $7,500 tax credit. Start online at SamesMcAllenFord.com or visit us and drive local, drive Sames.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music. Savor fresh seafood and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
And we are back on the RSL1 channel here on the RSL network as the Lady Bobcats currently have the lead 21-16 as the Lady Chargers look to bounce back and hopefully make a comeback to win set number 2. Here's the spike for the Lady Bobcats, missed and picked up by the Chargers as they're just gonna lob it over the net as Edinburg comes here with the set, get the lob over the net and picked up by the Chargers. Edinburg now with the setup. Number 7 with the attack and in for the Lady Bobcats. Great hit by Michaela Olvera. Edinburg now with a 22-16 lead, only needing 3 more points. The Lady Bobcats on the left side of the court, Lady Chargers on the right. As number 13, Jackie Garcia, up to serve. Get it over the net, Lady Chargers pick it up. Here's the set. And nicely picked up by the Bobcats. Number 13, Jackie, lob it over the blockers. They don't get it. They're going to get it over the net, though. Lady Bobcats now with another setup. Over the blocker, picked up by the Chargers, and it's going to go too far out of the court. Point goes to Edinburg High, and now only needing 2. Lady Bobcats on a 5-point run, if I'm not mistaken. As Jackie Garcia for the Bobcats serves it up. Lady Chargers with the setup, lob it over the blocker, picked up by number 6, Briseis Cortez. As Michaela Olvera with the spike, nearly got missed, but picked up by the Chargers. That's gonna go out of bounds though. Lady Bobcats only needing 1 now to close out set 2. Still serving for the Bobcats, number 13, Jackie Garcia. And miscommunication by the Lady Chargers. That's going to go to Edinburg with the set score of 25-16. Lady Bobcats now with a 2-0 set lead. We're going to go to a commercial break, and when we come back, we will get set 3 underway. Stick with us here on the RSL Network.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central Plus app. Download it today. Streaming now on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, entertainment, and original content from the 956's most reliable source. Valley Central Plus. Now streaming. Download today.
The
There is always news happening in the Valley. When you see it, share it to Valley Central. See a fire? Share it. See a wreck? Share it. See crime or corruption? Share it. Be part of the Valley Central team. If you see it, share it.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. Fruya Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
And we are back on the RSL1 channel as the Edinburg Lady Bobcats close out set number 2 with a score of 25-16. And the Edinburg High School Bobcats now have a 2-0 set lead. If the Lady Bobcats do close out this game, 2 players we're considering for the player of the game is number 7, Michaela Olvera, and number 13, Jackie Garcia. Those are 2 players to keep an eye out on this third set as the Lady Chargers get ready to be fired up for a potential comeback here in this game tonight. Officials making sure both sides of the court are ready. And those of you just tuning in, the Lady Bobcats are in the red and blue jerseys. They're going to be on our right-hand side here in this set. And the Lady Chargers in the all blue on the left side. Up to serve first for the Lady Bobcats, I believe was number 6. Correct, yes, number 6, Briseis Cortez. And here come the Lady Chargers with the setup, picked up by the Bobcats. Here comes Michaela Ortiz with the kill, doesn't get it. Lady Bobcats gonna lob it over. Picked up really high and recovered by the Bobcats as they send it over. Lady Chargers now with the setup. Lob it over the blocker and picked up by the Bobcats. Here come Edinburg again on the return. Lob it over the net, quickly put back by the Lady Chargers. That's going to give Edinburg a chance to set it up here. Lob it over those blockers again. Don't get it this time. Deflection off the Lady Bobcats. First points going to Brownsville veterans. Substitution now for the Lady Chargers. In now, number 1, Lola Aguilar. And the fans begin to make some noise for their Lady Chargers. Picked up by the Bobcats. Here comes the set. Great hit by number 7, Michaela Olvera. Doesn't get it. And picked up by the Bobcats again. And deflected out of bounds. Great hit by the Bobcats. That's going to give them their first point here in the third set. Serving now for the Lady Bobcats, number 7, Michaela Olvera. Gets it over the net. Here's the setup for the Lady Chargers, picked up by the Bobcats. Almost missed that setup. They're just going to lob it over the net. Lady Chargers. 7 picked up by the Bobcats and blocked by Brownsville veterans. Set up here again for the Bobcats. Lob it over those blockers. Brownsville veterans with 2 hits and get it over the net on the third one. Again, and a great kill by number 13, Jackie Garcia. Now up 2-1. Still serving for Edinburg. Edinburg number 7, Michaela Olvera. And a Itzel now with the serve, gets it over the net. And that's going to go out of bounds. Point goes to the Lady Bobcats. Substitution being made on the Edinburg side. In comes number 15, Giselle Sanchez, as the libero for the Lady Bobcats. Brownsville Vets with the setup. And a great kill for the Chargers, not able to be returned for the Bobcats. And we have a tie game now, 3 apiece here on set 3. Serving for the Lady Chargers, number 13, Marilyn Beltran. Great kill inside. That's going to give the point to Edinburg. Substitution on the Edinburg side now. In comes number 3, Ayla Rangel. And she will be up to serve. In comes the serve, picked up by the Lady Chargers. Here's the set. And picked up by the Bobcats. And a deflection from the blockers is going to give that point to Edinburg. That's going to put them up now, 5-3. Still serving for the Bobcats, number 3, Ayla Rangel. Gets the serve over the net, picked up by the Chargers. Here's the set. Great powerful hit, but picked up by the Lady Bobcats. Bobcats now with the return, do get it over the net. Lady Chargers setting it up. And a big hit. That's going to deflect off the light, and that point will go to Brownsville Veterans. As a substitution now being made, in comes number 21, Haley Mejia for the Lady Chargers. And serving for Brownsville Veterans, number 7, Sophia Saiz. In goes the serve. Lady Chargers. Seems the call was a touch on the net. That's going to give the point to the Lady Bobcats, and they'll be up 6-4. Serving now for the Lady Bobcats, number 13, Jackie Garcia. Gets the serve over the net. Picked up by the Lady Chargers. Here's the set. They're just going to lob it over the net. Picked up by the Bobcats. Bobcats now with the setup. And a kill, but picked up quickly by the Lady Chargers. Faked the setup and picked up by the Bobcats again. Here's the return. Picked up by the Lady Chargers. As some miscommunication was made, but they do get the return through over the net. And the Bobcats are going to hit it, but does go out. That point will go to the Lady Chargers. And a substitution now. In comes number 4, Nayeli Mendez for Brownsville Veterans. And up next to serve, number 11, Jocelyn Perez for Brownsville Veterans. Here's the serve. They do get it over the net, picked up by the Bobcats. Here's the set. And picked up by the Lady Chargers. Lady Chargers now with the return. They do get over the net and picked up. Almost missed it there as the Bobcats get it over the net, picked up by the Lady Chargers. Fake set over to the Edinburg side and picked up again. Here's the set now. Deflected off the defenders. They do get it over, but that seems to be in. That's going to go to the Lady Chargers. And we have a tie game now with 6 apiece. As Coach Hoskins and the Lady Chargers are maybe trying to get a sub in. Decides to hold off on it. And serving now for the Lady Chargers, Jocelyn Perez for the Lady Chargers. Gets the serve over the net. Pretty short. Quickly picked up by the Bobcats and blocked by the Chargers. Number 7, Michaela Ortiz just lobs it over those blockers this time. But gets quickly sent back to their side. Misses over the net. That's going to go to Brownsville Veterans. The Chargers now with a 7-6 lead in this third set now. Jocelyn Perez still serving for the Lady Chargers. They do get it over the net. Here's the setup for the Bobcats. And picked up. Quickly sent over to their side. And here's another setup by the Bobcats. It's a fake one. And here comes the set now for Brownsville Veterans. And a great kill by number 7, Sophia Saiz for the Lady Chargers. That's going to extend their lead now, 8-6. Jocelyn Perez now to serve again. In comes the serve. Lady Bobcats with the setup. Try to lob it over the defenders. Quickly sends it back to them. That's going to give the Chargers a chance to set it up. And not being able to get it picked up, that's going to go to the Lady Chargers with a 9-6 lead now. I'm wondering when that's going to force the timeout. There it is now. Timeout called by Coach Olvera and the Lady Bobcats. 9-6 is your score here in the third set with Veterans in the lead. We'll be back here shortly on the RSL Network.
I'm not Judge Judy, duh, but I've worked with her for years, and she's a real sweetheart.
I eat people like you for breakfast.
Judy is back with all new cases.
Have you lost your mind?
Judy Justice.
Weekdays at 3 and 3:30 on CBS 4.
At Los Fresnos CISD, students aren't just getting a diploma. They're
And we are back here on the RSL1 channel as Brownsville Veterans has the lead here in the third set, 9-6. As the side judge raised the flag for a fault, but doesn't get picked up by the officials. Lady Bobcats now with the setup. Blocked, and point will go to Brownsville Veterans. Veterans now with a 10-6 lead. Let's see the officials pick up the fault on the serve here again. And they won't, as Lady Bobcats come with the setup. Lob it over the net, picked up by the Lady Chargers. Here's the big setup here, and picked up by the Bobcats. Here's the return now. Lady Chargers quickly sending it. Would have gone out of bounds, but does get touched by the Bobcat side. Point goes to Brownsville Veterans. Lady Chargers now on a 4-point run, looking to extend that streak. As Jocelyn Pettis still serving for the Lady Chargers. In comes the serve. Bobcats looking for the return. Don't get it over the net. Brownsville Veterans, 6-point lead now, 12-6. Jocelyn Pettis still serving for the Lady Chargers. Here's the serve over the net, picked up by the Bobcats. Here they come with the return. They do get it. It goes straight over the net to the Bobcat side. They don't get the tip over. And the Lady Bobcats now with the point again, 7-12. Serving now for the Lady Bobcats, number 15, Giselle Sanchez. In comes the serve, missed the deflection. She doesn't react to it, could have gone in that third tip. Doesn't get it, stayed frozen. As the Lady Bobcats now shorten the difference here. And a substitution now on the veteran side. In comes number 14, Miranda Lerma. As Giselle Sanchez is still up to serve for the Bobcats. In goes the serve, picked up by the Chargers. Here's the setup, and a great hit picked up by the Bobcats. Bobcats returning the hit, picked up by the Chargers. Here's another set. Quick blocked, and that's gonna be in. Great block by number 7, Michaela Olvera. And the Lady Bobcats now only down by 3. In comes the serve over the net, picked up by the Chargers. Here's the setup. And a great kill by the Lady Chargers. That was number 15, Julia Ann Guzman with the kill. And that will extend the Charger lead now, 13-9. As the fans get excited over that point, that's gonna boost up their volume to make some noise here. In comes the serve, number 15, Julianne, who just got the last point there, as the Lady Bobcats send the ball over the net. Here's the setup by the Chargers. And a pickup by the Bobcats. Almost touched the floor there. Great deflection there on the Bobcat side. As the setup goes up high, lobs it over the blockers, picked up by Brownsville Veterans. Fake set, picked up by the Bobcats. Again, over the blockers. They don't get it. Point goes to Edinburg. And the Bobcats will be making a substitution as well as the Chargers. In comes number 4 of the Bobcats, Amirani Gonzalez, and the Chargers do get a sub in as well with their libero, Lady Chargers with the put over the net, picked up by the Bobcats. Here's the setup for the return. Chargers quickly send it over. They thought they found an open end of the court. They don't get it. Bobcats lob it over. Chargers with the setup. Missed the block there. They're going to quickly pick that up. They're going to send it over and picked up by the Lady Chargers. Chargers now sending it over. They do get it just over the net. Here's the setup. Quickly over to the veteran side. They're going to pick it up right away. Here's the shot, picked up by the Bobcats. Bobcats now with the return. Powerful head does get deflected, and the Lady Bobcats will get the point here. Score is now 11-13 with a great hit coming from number 7, Michaela Olvera. And the Bobcats now with the serve, picked up by the Lady Chargers. And that's going to go out of bounds. Point will go to the Lady Bobcats, and we have a 1-point game. Serving for Edinburg, number 6, Briseis Cortez with the serve. Gets it over the net. Missed the deflection there, but picked up by the Lady Chargers. They're going to lob it over, and they do so as the Bobcats now get the setup. Veterans with the pickup, fake set over the net, picked up by the Bobcats. Here's the hit. Block gets deflected and picked up by the Chargers. They're going to send it over the net, give Edinburg another shot, and quickly spiked it in for the Lady Chargers. Great hit by number 22, Destiny Bosse, with the hit there. And that's going to give Veterans a 14-12 lead now. Substitution now for Brownsville Veterans. In comes number 11, Jocelyn Perez. And up to serve for the Lady Chargers, number 1, Lola Aguilar. Serve goes over the net, but out of bounds. That's going to go to Edinburg. And Edinburg now only down by 1. Serving for the Lady Bobcats, number 7, Michaela Olvera. One of our 2 potential player of the games if the Bobcats close it out here. They do get the serve over the net. Lady Chargers with the setup, deflected and picked up by the Bobcats. Quickly send it over as they get a chance to set it up again. Lady Chargers picked up from the deflection of the block. They're going to send it over, picked up by the Chargers. Here's another setup. Number 7, Sophia Saiz, just going to lob it over and picked up by the Bobcats. Bobcats lob it over, and a great pickup by the Lady Chargers. They're going to send it over the net. That's going to go out of bounds. That's going to go to Edinburg. And we have a tie game again, 14 apiece. As Michaela now still serving for the Bobcats. And it comes the serve, does get it over the net, picked up by the Chargers. Here's the set. Great hit and kill. Nicely done by number 7, Sophia Saiz, with a great hit. Substitution now, in comes number 12, Itzel Parra, who is up to serve now. Brownsville Veterans leaving it all here in the 3rd set, now have a 15-14 lead. Chargers get the serve over the net, set it up for the Bobcats. Bobcats with a great hit, but picked up by the libero of the Chargers. Number 7 gets the deflection from the Bobcat side. They're going to send it back. Blocked and in for the Lady Chargers. And Brownsville Veterans building some big momentum here. Up by 2 now, 16-14. And serving for the Lady Chargers, Itzel Parra, number 12. Gets the serve over the net, picked up by the Bobcats. Here's the set. And a great kill by number 13, Jackie Garcia, again with another great hit. 15-16 is your score now. And on the Bobcat side, we have our libero, number 2, Eli Garza, with the serve. Serve goes over the net, picked up by the Chargers. Here's the attack. Blockers do get a deflection, but picked up on their end. Get over the net, picked up by the Lady Chargers. Here's the setup now. Number 7 with another great hit, but picked up on the Bobcat zone, number 7. That deflection is going to go out of bounds. That's going to go to the Lady Bobcats. And we have a tie game. Some powerful hitting from number 7, Michaela Olvera, keeping the Bobcats alive here in this third set. And still serving, number 2, Eli Garza on the Bobcat side. Here's the serve, gets it over the net. Picked up by the Chargers, a little too far. They do get it over. And she does cross the court. That's going to give the point to the Edinburg Bobcats. They're going to have the lead now, 17-16, and they're still serving. Eli Garza now with the serve. Does get it over the net, almost gets an ace there as the Lady Chargers pick it up. And picked up by the Bobcats. Here's the serve, or the setup, and a great kill. Number 13, Jackie Garcia. As the Lady Chargers now hearing some motivation from Coach Hoskins on the Charger side, telling her players, we're still in it. Eli Garza still serving for the Lady Bobcats as they are now on a 3-point run. In comes the serve, get it over the net, picked up by the Lady Chargers. Almost misses that setup and gets the ball over the net. Easy setup for the Lady Bobcats now. Here comes the hit. Just lob it over the blockers, picks up by the Lady Chargers, and they will send it over the net. Bobcats with the setup. Missed the tip in. The Chargers do get a deflection on it. That's going to let them set it up. Picked up by the Bobcats. Here's the setup now on the return. Number 13, Jackie. Doesn't get it over, or does get it over, correction. Lady Chargers now with the return and picked up by the Bobcats. Return now from the Edinburg side, picked up by veterans. Here they come again with the return. Miss it over the net. That point's going to go to Edinburg to extend their lead. Lady Chargers still in it, still pushing one another to keep themselves composed as the Bobcats now have a 3-point lead. Eli Garza gets the serve over the net. Lady Chargers now with the setup. Sophie Saiz gets the point there for the Lady Chargers. Great strategy, just lobbing it over the blocker. And a substitution now being made. In comes number 15, Julia Ann Guzman. And serving for the Lady Chargers, Marilyn Beltran. Chargers now only down by 2. In comes the serve. Do get it over the net and picked up by the Bobcats. Here's the setup now. Do get the ball over the net. Too far out for the Chargers to put it back in. And the Lady Bobcats now up 20-17. The Bobcats now only needing 5 more points to close out the third set and this game. And in comes the serve now. Number 3 for the Bobcats, Ayla Rangel. Chargers with the return. Do get the pickup from the Bobcats, and they're going to return it, and they do. Chargers now with the setup. Number 7, Sophie with a great hit, and that's going to give the Lady Chargers a point, 18-20, only down by 2. Substitution on the veteran side. In comes number 21 now, Haley Mejia. And serving for the Lady Chargers, Sophia Saiz for the Lady Chargers. Bobcats with the setup. Great hit picked up by the Lady Chargers as they get set up. Get the hit over the net as the Bobcats look to counter, and they get it in. Lady Bobcats 21-18 with only 4 points now left to close out this game. Serving now for the Lady Bobcats, number 13, Jackie Garcia. And Coach Hoskins and the Lady Chargers are going to call a timeout here. Edinburg only needing 4 points left. We're going to take a commercial break, see how this closes out. Stick with us here on the RSL Network.
Winning career and technical education department. With 42 industry-based certifications available, we get to learn and earn real credentials in fields like healthcare, technology, skilled trades, and culinary arts. Through new facilities and expanding programs, students are gaining the skills they need right now to jumpstart their career. At Los Fresnos CISD, we're building our futures one skill at a time. What we do here shapes the world.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again.
Checkmate!
What? It's my catchphrase.
Get a new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for $38,000 to $995 or $28,995 for a new 2025 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab at Payne West, Litco Chevrolet, and PayneGM.com.
And we are back on the RSL Network. The Lady Bobcats missed the serve, and that point's going to go to Brownsville Veterans. And that's going to put them down only by 2 as a substitution is made. Serving for the Lady Chargers, number 11, Jocelyn Perez. In comes the serve over the net, picked up by the Bobcats. Here's the setup. Gets a lob over and in for the Lady Bobcats. That was number 7, Michaela Olvera, with the tap in. And Edinburg only down by 3. The Chargers think that was a carry, but it won't go as the Bobcats now set up to serve. And get it over the net, picked up by the Lady Chargers. Here's the setup now. A great powerful hit. That's going to go in for the Lady Chargers. And that was number 15, Julia Ann Guzman, not holding back at all. Brownsville Veterans now only down by 2. A strong serve, gets it over the net, picked up by the Bobcats though. And a block by the Lady Chargers, but that's going to go out. Point goes to Edinburg. Would have been a great block had that gone in. And the Lady Bobcats only needing 2 more points as another sub comes in for the Bobcats. In comes number 4, Amariani Gonzalez. And serving for the Bobcats, mic test, 1, 2. And the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats get the last point there. The score is now 20-24. Coach Hoskins does call her last time out here in the 3rd set. We're going to go to a short commercial break, and we'll be back here shortly in the RSL Network.
He's up regardless.
And we are back on the RSL Network. Edinburgh Lady Bobcats only needing 1 more point here. Here's the serve. Lady Chargers with the setup. Just going to lob it over those blockers, picked up by the Lady Bobcats. And here's their return for a chance for the win, and does not get denied here. As the Lady Chargers look to send it over, they do. And the Bobcats now with the return. Great blocking by the Lady Chargers to weaken the hit there. Picked up by the Bobcats. Here gives them another chance for the setup. And another kill, but picked up by the Chargers. Chargers now sending it over the net. They don't get it. And that's going to go to the Lady Bobcats to close out this match. And the Lady Bobcats will be leaving here tonight with a final score of 3-0. Great game, great action from both sides. We want to wish the players best of luck as they continue their path into district play, as the Lady Bobcats will be leaving here tonight with the victory. We want to give a special thank you to everyone who tuned in here tonight. We want to wish everybody